Rachel Service here, the CEO of Happiness Concierge and the author of There Has to Be More, the Essential Guide to Personal Growth. Now it's time to design your own catchphrase. I really love this because I have personally seen the impact of what happens when a client owns where they are right now by creating a catchphrase. It's a bit of a proverbial line in the sand from where they've been to where they intend to go. I love it. If you are following along in the Essential Guide to Personal Growth, which is the pink book, we're on page 68. And if you have got the workbook, we're on page 26. So let's talk about a catchphrase and how we might put one together. So the question I want to pose to you is, if you were to assign a catchphrase for where you are right now, to own it, to really put a line in the sand, what would what would that look like? And you can use your life audit data that you would have done previously to influence this step. So for example, in your life audit, you might have discovered that your top 3 categories were work, partner, and community. And then in your low 3, you might say, oh, my low 3 is friends, mental health, and going to the gym, for example, right? So in this moment, I want to invite you to acknowledge where you are. It's really empowering by giving yourself a catchphrase and then outline who you are making space to go towards. So I'll give you my first example, right? Here are the prompters, I should say first. In this moment, I'm choosing to step away from. I'm going to do this by prioritizing. You've got those top 3 categories, prioritizing work, your partner, a creative outlet perhaps. And I'm going to do this by editing my lower ranked categories. Yeah. So I'll give you my example, and I'm reading from the book here, which is on this page here. In this moment, I am choosing to step away from non-creative Rachel, workaholic Rachel, busy Rachel, bored Rachel, overwhelmed Rachel, exhausted Rachel. And I'm going to do this by ensuring I look after and prioritize time with my family, my personal time, and my level of mastery at work. Those were my top 3 that came out of my life audit. And to do this, I'm going to focus on working on communication with my partner. So that's really joyful for all of us. Saying no to work that's not in my swimming lane, so to speak, and making time to exercise because, that always falls off the wagon when I'm busy, right? So I want to invite you to, if you're going to assign a catchphrase, and I'll read those prompters out to you, what are you choosing to step away from? If you were to give yourself an adjective, is it feeling meh? Yeah, insert your name here. I'll use my name purely for this conversation, right? Feeling meh Rachel, frustrated Rachel, irritated Rachel, tired Rachel, stretched Rachel, intellectually challenged Rachel, tired Rachel. What could you choose to step away from? And how could you do this? Well, we know that prioritizing our top ranked categories, in other words, areas of our life that feel good, that are reassuring, that are comforting, that energize us. We could do that by prioritizing, insert your category here, and editing the last part, which is editing those lower ranked categories. So if you've gone ahead and done the life audit, that would be anything that comes under 3. If you haven't done the life audit, A, it's a great tool, so head on over and do that. And B, just think about what categories in your life or elements of your life or nuances of your life which just aren't doing it for you. You're wanting more. And that's why you've got this book or audio book or workbook or video series, right? Think about what are those categories. Might it be a particular dynamic with a colleague at work? Might it be looking for more in your physical health? Or might it be I'm looking for more creatively? Or might it be I'm looking to feel more valued at work, right? Which is what we hear from a lot of employees who, fun fact, are considering going to other employers. It's not because of pay as the top driver. That's probably usually around number 5. It's actually the feeling. It's actually feeling valued, I should say. Yeah, so that's something to think about as well. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to let me know by emailing me and or one of my Happiness Concierge team by emailing hello, HELLO, @happinessconcierge.com. Have fun with it, own it, it's yours, and get creative with it. Can't wait to see, hear what you come up with. See you soon.